Yo, 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 yo! You rocking with the fresh. It's the KRUZE review on 4 I Fly.
And TP.
Yeah. 2022. Back to the even years. I don't know, the even years seem to work out better for me. So hopefully this year be a good one. You know what I'm saying? And 21 was a good year. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on within the last month. You know what I'm saying? You know, we missed a couple of reviews, but you know, we're gonna start the year off right and catch up. You know what I'm saying? And there's only way to start the year off right. With, you know, the way that the year ended. There's only one way to start the year off right. So we ain't gonna do too much talking. We just gonna get right to it, bro.
Yeah.
Let's just get right to it. Let them know how we gonna start this year off.
It's gonna be a magical start. Y'all already know what it is, man. I just gave y'all a key word. Magical.
Straight up.
Nas, Hit Boy.
Come on, man.
Magic album.
Magic. I know y'all been waiting for this review. I know niggas been saying, oh man, this nigga 4 I Fly gonna get on here and be talking all this clean stuff, you know. Yeah, I know these niggas gonna be, yeah, you already know. You already know. Straight up. You know bro gonna be talking this too because it's his favorite artist, so I ain't even gotta do a lot of talking. Straight up. Album talks for itself. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I mean, it ain't too much you can say. You know what I'm saying? As far as bad goes, it ain't too much. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it is what it is. And this album is prolific in a lot of ways. But it's funny how things happen, and the reason why, you know, it's prolific, we're gonna get into a lot of these details. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Anything you wanna add, bro?
Nah, not really, man. Let's just get right to it. I think we did the rundown on the last project.
Yeah.
You know, which was a few months back. You know, it was a 2021 release itself. So
yeah,
you know, we kind of revisit everything on that one, man. So we just get into it.
Yeah, there's no way that we can, you know, we got to do this full album because it's really no skips. We you know, we probably not gonna play all the songs, but we're gonna talk about all the songs. We're gonna do a full review because, you know what I'm saying, this album deserves that. So like I said, we probably not gonna play every song on here, but we're gonna give details to every song and what we think about them. So this review is gonna be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start it off right. Alright? Let's get into it. Yeah. So we're not gonna do our traditional K7. So we're gonna start this album out the way that it started off. From beginning to the end. Let's get it.
Figure some shit out though, yeah. 21 years past the 27 Club. It's like I went back into my past and then I sped it up. Robert Johnson, Winehouse, and Morrison found what heaven was. Heaven on earth, this shit is magic with no fairy dust. Hold up.
Woo!
Yeah.
Speechless.
Oh, my brother, jump, fuck them, they gon' go through hell with us. They don't have a history in the streets that compare with us. Hood niggas, they wanna be us. Thugs in the same regions, only thing undefeated is time. The second is the internet, number 3 is this rhyme. Before security, my dog had to sneak in the night.
To start off was it was a thinking man's record. Nas was dropping a lot of Jews on that record. You know, starting off talking about, it's like he started from being 27 and you know, started from there and speeding it up again. You know, coming back to being 27 and speeding it up. You know,
Yeah.
you know, like, you know, going backwards and forward. You know, kind of like at the same time. You know, it was just a real detailed thinking man's type record, man. It's one of those. I think this album is more or less. You feel it more when you listen to it in the headphones, because when you listen to it in a car, you know, you're more in tune with the beat sometimes more than you in tune with the words.
Absolutely.
I'm telling it like it is. You gotta deal with the consequence when you running the niggas' cribs. Nigga, you better be ready to sit. Dope dealers, street hustlers, pop cases, throw dice on pavement, cop chases.
Boy, once again, came through on the production tip of it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he does a good job of, like, some of the past producers that Nas has worked with, kind of taking that sound and kind of upgrading it to a certain degree, you know. You know, so I think overall this record, for me, I think I would give it a solid 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I like how you detail listening to it in the headphones. I think this record picked up from Death Row East. Just how he spoke about the QB chain. A lot of people don't credit Nas' QB chain for being one of the illest chains in hip hop ever made. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a lot of details, and you know, people always talk about Tupac's Machiavelli chain or whatnot. You know, you can say what you want to say, but Nas had his chain first. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'll tell you another fact that goes along with that. And this ain't me riding nobody's dick or being biased. The truth is true. You know what I'm saying? Another fact that comes from Queensbridge is Prodigy's chain. You know what I'm saying? Having the 40-inch cables. Yeah. That goes all the way down to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? When niggas was rocking the white tees and, you know what I'm saying, the franchise boys and all whatever, they chains or whatever. You know, a lot of people don't credit Prodigy for, you know what I'm saying, being the first to have the longest chain. He even said it in a rhyme.
Well, the Big Mac too. He had the Big Mac 10.
Absolutely.
That's what kicked it off.
Absolutely.
Was a Mac 10 chain he had.
Yup, straight up. You know what I'm saying? So
that was before Nas's QB chain.
It sure was. That's true. True factor. That's a fact. So, you know what I'm saying? Speechless spoke about a lot of that, and it picked up from Death Row East to me. You know what I'm saying? He also detailed, which kind of this analogy goes into the next track as well. He also detailed the male ego in hip hop, which has always been there. But you know what I'm saying? It's been there for a particular reason, so to say. Actually a couple of reasons. Bro mentioned one. He mentioned, you know what I'm saying, he liked how Hit Boy, you know, as far as his track goes, and you know what I'm saying, and his beat selection for a lot of these songs on this record. He didn't go into, you know, to say, he spoke metaphorically about that, but you know, he detailed a lot of that too. you know what I'm saying, about the male ego, because, you know, a lot of people always say, well, you know, Nas is, you know, he don't got the beats and he ain't got radio songs or whatever like that, or, you know, that don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? And it's a proven fact of why that don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And I'll get more into that into this next record of why I say that, you know. But overall, I love the way that it started out. You know what I'm saying? I love the way Hit Boy didn't put too much on it. I love everything about this record. I can listen to this record over and over again, and this is a record that you can constantly learn from in different ways. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those records that can be taught on campus, you know what I'm saying, by a professor. You can, you know, as far as hip-hop goes. So I'm gonna detail this record as a 9.0 starting off. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna detail it or whatnot. So, like I said, you know, I'll get more into what I was saying on here with, you know what I'm saying, this next record, so to say. So, yeah, we'll get into the next record. What we got, bro? You good?
Oh, okay. I was looking for my phone. It's all good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's get into Meet Joe Black.
Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Fair shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the store.
Yeah, Meet Joe Black's one of my favorite tracks on the album. I love it. I love the chorus.
Run me the keys, run me the beats, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine. You cannot hold that.
That was a good follow-up to that.
Yeah.
And I think the beat selection blended well on the follow-up with the first track. I like to focus on, you know, the chorus a little bit, because there's been a lot of talk about some of the things he was saying on that chorus.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, saying that he's not number 1. Why would y'all post that?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of haters, man, especially since King's Disease 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And really, you know, probably the first King Disease, you know.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people not really giving Nas his accolades, you know. Everybody's talking about who's selling the most, who's doing, you know, who's basically getting the most sales, but
yeah,
nobody's focusing on the actual quality of the music.
Absolutely.
You know, which to me, that's first and foremost before anything.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if they came out with. I don't think they've done the Grammys this year. They haven't done 2021 Grammys.
Nah, not yet.
I don't think some of the other outlets done their best 2021 album of the year.
Yeah.
But we know King's Disease 1 got their Grammy. Right? Am I correct?
Yep.
So it's inevitable that Nas probably get the number 2 album of the year, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I think this is just him coming back full circle, man, to remind everybody about who's really number 1 right now, you know.
Absolutely.
You know, that's my take on Meet Joe Black.
What'd you give it?
I'll give this track probably a solid 8.
Solid 8.
Yeah.
That second verse is prolific.
People saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in fake jewelry and silly outfits.
And I believe it's funny how when Magic came out, because it was something that happened like a couple of days before this album came out. You know, it was big ego talk. There's a big ego talk on the Clubhouse app or whatever. You know, from particular artist from Brooklyn. You know, he was doing a lot of ego talking. You know what I'm saying? Saying nobody can match up against him on verses. You know how he would, you know, claim the whole stage to be his or whatever. And, you know, if you go back and listen to that particular conversation that was on Clubhouse with this artist, a lot of things that was said in this record sounded like, you know, it was said because of that conversation that was had. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, I myself got into a couple of conversations, you know, with a couple of fans of the artist. People was putting up, you know, different lists or whatever. Yeah. You know,
man, it's gonna say we talking about Jay-Z, man.
Yeah.
We talking about Jigga, man.
Yeah.
That's who we talking about.
Yeah. And I mean, just like with anything else, let me tell you something, man. A lot of Jay-Z fans, y'all fans because y'all like the popular vote. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all the same people that are Jay-Z fans, y'all fans of, you know, y'all fans of Jordan. He was the popular vote when it comes to basketball. Y'all fans of Jordan sneakers. Pop. Y'all like the popular things. Y'all like the commercialized records that's on the radio. Yeah. Let's just be honest. This is why y'all not Nas fans. This is why y'all not Prodigy fans. This is why y'all not, you know, Griselda fans, because y'all don't like underground. Let's just be honest. Yeah. You don't like underground niggas. Yeah. The only time you like underground niggas is when, you know, they become commercial and you hop on the wave. Yeah. Because it was the same thing with Griselda. Niggas wasn't feeling Westside Gun, Conway, or Benny.
Young Dolph.
Yeah. Let's just be honest. Let's just be honest. So,
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah. Y'all like the popular vote. Y'all like the popular vote. Yeah. So, it comes to this versus stage, you know. Half of y'all people, let me tell you something. Half of you niggas that are Jay-Z fans, y'all never even been to a Jay-Z concert.
Yeah, straight up. Hey, clip that heat, man, a little bit.
Yeah, you know. Y'all never even seen Jay on stage. Let me tell you something. I've been to a couple of Jay concerts. Jay needs help on stage. Whether it's, you know, whether it's a band playing behind them, whether it's a ill DJ or whatever, whether it was Dame Dash on stage with him, you know what I'm saying?
I got something for you on that one, cause you gonna remember this. You remember that special tour he did when the Black Album came out? Yeah. You remember he had that I forgot the name of that. He had like a documentary with it, like a DVD with it. Yeah. About that whole thing. And that whole concert, he brought out everybody. He brought out Ghostface. Yep. He brought out Beyonce. He brought out all kind of people.
That's how it always is.
Yeah.
That's how it always is. Whenever he does, what's that? The Made in America in Philadelphia or whatever. Yeah. State property, it's always that. You know what I'm saying?
He said, can't nobody in hip hop go against him in the verses. Okay. So you mean to tell me I'm not gonna even put Nas in it? Okay, you saying that? You think you can go toe to toe with Busta Rhymes in the verses? I mean, I mean, Jay-Z got hits, man. I mean, he's a legend. He's a legend, but
yeah,
you know, Busta Rhymes. You think you saying anybody?
Yeah.
Nobody in the game can
on stage.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this verses. If we gonna do it, let's do it right. Since you Jay fans think you know what you talking about with hits. Let's do it right, because obviously you didn't know what you was talking about when the Locks versus Dipset, because you thought Dipset was gonna win.
Yeah.
Verses ain't about the hits. And let me tell you one other thing you niggas don't know. There's only a few people that can have this conversation. A lot of you niggas never been to a concert in the Gardens. Oh yeah, you just say. I'm saying that because I know. A lot of you niggas ain't never been to no concert in the Gardens. You never been to a concert in the Tunnel. You don't know. Okay, it's a little distance between Marcy, wherever in Brooklyn, from the Garden. You can get on the A train, get to Manhattan. Okay, it's gonna take you a little minute. It ain't that far from Queensbridge. Let me tell you that. It's not that far. It's not that far. And if Versus was in the Gardens, if Jay was to battle Nas, or if Jay was to battle Busta, like Bro said, on stage, it's not going to be an easy win just with that crowd. I'm telling you now, it's not. It's not. One thing that you Jay-Z fans, one thing that y'all forget about, is something that you can't debate right here. When it comes to Jay-Z and Nas started from the gate ill all the way through his career. Jay-Z did not start off ill.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you have to play first songs, if Nas had to play his first songs and Jay had to play his first songs, you mean to tell me the crowd in the Garden is gonna be feeling those songs with him and Jazzo?
Hawaiian Sophie.
You mean to tell me the crowd's gonna be getting busy off any song on Illmatic? You mean to tell me when New York State of Mind drop in the Garden, the crowd is not going to lose their mind? I don't care what borough you from. I don't care. It don't matter if you from the Bronx. It don't matter if you from Shaolin. It don't matter if you from, Uptown, Lower East Side. It don't matter. Every borough in New York is gonna lose. Brooklyn niggas is gonna lose their mind. New York City is going to lose their mind. It's going to be, it'll probably be a worse moment than it was when Jada did the I Shot You freestyle. I promise you that. I promise you that. I can 100% guarantee that.
And the reason, I don't want to cut your thought, bro, but the reason why I said Busta is because so far we haven't seen a versus that we really wanted to see. We didn't get the Rakim and Big Daddy Kane versus. We didn't get the who was the other one? I can't think of the other one off the top of my head, but we haven't got the real, match-offs that we wanted to see. That's why I put Busta in that conversation. It is because, first of all, nobody wanted to battle Busta, and Jay-Z said, can't nobody get on the stage with him, so okay.
Yeah.
Put Busta on the stage with him.
Yeah.
I don't think, this Nas and Jay versus will happen. Yeah. But maybe we can get a Busta and Jay-Z versus.
Yeah. Nobody wants to get on stage after Bust. Nobody. Let me tell you one other factor. That is a fact. A lot of you Jay-Z fans, you wasn't there. You didn't go to the Hard Knock Life tour. You didn't. You didn't. If you a Jay-Z fan and you went to the Hard Knock Life tour, show me your ticket stub. Cause I got mine. I still got mine. I can show you mine. I know it's in my garage. I can pull it out like that. I know exactly where it's at. I got it. So if you went to the Hard Knock Life tour, you know that there was a couple of people that went on before Jay. You know what I'm saying? The two artists that went first, that came on stage when they were still setting up the Raptors, they talk about it all the time. It was Redman and Method Man.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Niggas thought that was gonna be an easy go. It wasn't. Jay-Z will admit that it was a few dates that he didn't want to come on stage after that. I tell you one other artist he didn't want to come on stage after that was on the Hard Knock Life tour. That's a prolific performer that's no longer here.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, of course not.
He didn't. So y'all think when the beat dropped to Money Cash Hoes, y'all think that Jay-Z gets all the proclaim when that song comes on? Niggas don't want to hear that verse. The only verse in that song niggas is wanna hear just cause I love my niggas. I shed blood for all my niggas. Let a nigga holler, where's my niggas? That's the only niggas people want to hear. Even with X gone, and he was to do that song on verses, he gotta play that verse. You need help. Here's another factor that I brought out when it comes to Jay and Nas on verses. So we talking about bringing other artists on stage. Okay, you mean to tell me I don't care who Jay bring, Benny? Definitely don't need to bring Bleak. Freeway, whoever, PD Crack, okay. Young Chris, whoever. Okay, you mean to tell me they're gonna put on more of a show in the Garden? It might work in LA or Chicago or somewhere else like that, but you mean to tell me they're gonna put on more of a show if Nas bring out Ray and Ghost and do verbal intercourse? He lost.
Or let me not even that. When he bring the firm out and they do affirmative action, soon as that AZ come out with that, sit back, relax, check the contact, slip the card. Everybody gonna go crazy with that shit.
He lost.
Like he said, you talking about Queens cat, Brooklyn, AZ.
Yeah.
Brooklyn cats gonna lose their mind off of that.
Lost.
So, yeah.
He lost. I give you one more record. If he probably wouldn't pick this record. He probably wouldn't if he was to do a verse. But if he did, niggas is gonna lose their mind. Now I'm gonna give you two more records. I'll give you two, actually. Because this is not a commercial record, but one is, since you niggas are commercialized niggas. You mean to tell me, since we talking about Queens, the Body in the Truck came on, the crowd's not gonna lose their mind? Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me, since we bringing out other artists, you mean to tell me if Missy come on stage and Nas drop the Hot Boys verse, you mean to tell me the females in the crowd ain't gonna lose their minds? Since Nas don't have no commercial records, he ain't got no hits. You mean, come on, man. It's not gonna be fair. It might read fair on paper with you niggas because you don't know these songs. You know what I'm saying? Somebody even, tried to make a comment, some little chick on my Facebook page.
Yeah,
I guess she was calling herself trying to be funny. You see it?
Yeah, I see that shit.
Yeah, she was talking about the song was still whack. The song Nas got with Genuine. Okay, it might be whack. Guess what? There's a lot of females, you know what I'm saying, that like that song.
Yeah.
Especially up top. So, you know what I'm saying, just the fact of Genuine being on that song and doing the Genuine dance, who cares about it being whack?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got whack songs.
Everybody got a whack song.
Jay-Z got plenty of them too.
Got plenty of whack songs. Plenty of whack songs.
What you talking about?
Yeah, we ain't talking about whack. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, so I just said I wanted to point those things out because, you know, with this verses, it's a lot that, you know what I'm saying, niggas, y'all don't factor. Especially when it comes to up top artists. You know what I'm saying? In verses and where it's at. It's certain artists, I don't care how prolific they might be on the radio. It don't matter. It's a whole different thing when you come in the garden.
Yeah.
Whole different ball game.
Or you get on stage to perform those records.
Yeah, straight up. Whole different thing. So, you know what I'm saying? That's a lot what y'all miss out on, is that factor. Jay-Z can be taken down, especially if he perform in the garden. If he doing in LA, maybe. But let me tell you something that I pointed out about that too in LA. Niggas forget about how much LA loves hip hop. And this one borough that LA loves more than other boroughs. LA loves Mobb Deep. Let me just say that. LA niggas love Mobb Deep. LA niggas love Nas. They do. Straight up. So even if it was to happen in LA, you know what I'm saying? If Nas, you know what I'm saying, was the drop, you know what I'm saying? The life is mine. With Prodigy being gone, LA niggas gonna lose their mind when that song come on. You're gonna lose it. Straight up. So you really gotta dig deep. If we gonna talk about verses, let's talk all the way about it and just be honest. It's some songs, you know what I'm saying, that Jay got that, you know, the niggas in the garden is gonna lose their mind. But to say that he's just gonna like
annihilate Nas is crazy.
You out of your mind. You out. It ain't no artist in hip hop alive that is going to annihilate Illmatic. It's not. It's not. That let me tell you something. Jay-Z probably won't admit it, but that's one of his favorite albums. If it wasn't, he wouldn't have used the song, one of the songs that was on there, one of the samples.
Yeah, on Reasonable Doubt. Yeah.
Straight up. So you got to give Nas credit for that song. When he do, you know what I'm saying, Dead Presidents, Nas can do he can do the hook. So, you know, but yeah, getting back to Meet Joe Black. Like I said, it's one of my favorite records. It's prolific to me, and I loved it. I was at the JO when I first heard it. I was jumping up and down because this is the first time to me that Nas actually responded, you know what I'm saying, back with a counterpunch. You know what I'm saying, in a way where he wasn't speaking subliminal, you know what I'm saying, but he answered it in a subliminal way. You know what I'm saying? He answered everything. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he detailed that chorus in a Migos kind of way.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
So it made sense for, you know, niggas who've been Nas fans back then and niggas, you know what I'm saying, who just became Nas fans. So I give that record, I give it a 12 on my radar. Straight up. Sorry I talked a long time, but I needed to get all that out. Straight up. So let's get into this next record. What we got, bro?
Ugly.
Woo! Let's get it.
It's ugly outside. outside, it's muggy, it's money outside. 105 Fahrenheit, thunderous skies. They call my city Gotham City, opposite of pretty. Weatherman cannot predict bullets raining from out the 50. It's ugly outside, Big L would be here if it wasn't. Hella freeze over the day it doesn't get ugly out. That was your brother back then, how could you gun him down? Yeah.
The concept record, man.
Absolutely.
You know, he just went through all the certain things in his mind that were tragic. Well, not tragic. You know, there was some tragic thing where he mentioned, you know, it was a tragic situation that the model, Instagram model Mercedes Moore, got killed by a stalker. He mentioned that, and you know, he was just going into some of the things that happened that were bad situations, man.
Yeah.
And once again, Hit Boy, on the production tip, he kind of that beat to me was kind of Kanye-ish to a certain degree.
Absolutely.
Do shit, I've been through shit, every day is an honor. It's ugly how Mercedes Moore lost her life to a stalker. I'm on office every day until I see the love. KD3 on the way, this just to feed the buzz.
You know what I'm saying? The whole, didn't really have a baseline like that, but you had like a repeating, you know, type of keys on it.
Yeah.
So overall, I think I would continue this record, and I would give it a solid 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the concept. I love how, you know, he spoke about, you know, New York City being Gotham City, you know. That's one analogy that people don't often hit on anymore. You know, they don't call it Gotham no more. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta really be old school to call it Gotham or whatnot. You know, so I like how he pointed that out. I like how he just, you know, metaphorically spoke throughout the song, just all together. Things being ugly. I like to hear a remix of that. I think it'll be super dope because it, you know, it sounds like one of those rain songs. So I think bro already know where I'm going with this. I like to hear a remix of Ray and Ghost on there. I think that'll be super dope. You know what I'm saying? Ugly. You know, it's kind of, even though he's metaphorically speaking, it's kind of like a story song for me. You know what I'm saying? And we all know Nas is definitely prolific with that. You know, so yeah, I love it. I go right back to a 9.0 with that all together. You know what I'm saying? Keep it going. So let's get into the next record. What we got, bro?
It's 4016 Building.
Let's take it to the bridge, yo.
Hebron, pressed on. Teflon. So many kids in the game, it's like the gender revealing. I got that feeling like the Richie dancing on the ceiling. Whole crafty with a pen way before I could pack them in. Nasty with dreads and slim teen, young I was passionate.
Yeah, I think it was just a kind of like a continuation of like first record where he was going into back then coming out of QB or whatever.
Yeah.
4016 building, busting them down. And the fees was like employees bringing customers round. Hurricane warnings, niggas had dreams of flooding the town. Weather report looking rainy, but I skate through it daily.
So far as a production, I think it was all right. Probably not one of my most standout records on the production side, but it was still a pretty good record because of the things he was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, and I think like Hit Boy on this album gave him records that he knows what type of artist Nas is. You know.
Yeah.
You know, Nas, when he rhymes or whatever, he's always saying something. So
yeah,
he want to give you beats that kind of it don't really take away from his content too much. You know. So I think with this record, I'll probably would give it like a 7.7, 7.8.
Oh, okay. I love the record. I had a homie of mine. What up, Sasha? She was talking about how much she liked the record. She was like, I'm guessing this is a project building. She messaged me. I was like, yeah, it's definitely a project building. You know what I'm saying? And one of those buildings that, you know, I got a lot of history with within my family. I ain't gonna say no names, but for those who know, y'all know what it is. Y'all know, you know what I'm saying? My last name and my family, you know, y'all know exactly where they came from. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Ravenswood too. While we speaking about Queensbridge, you know what I'm saying? Both of them, both sides of the map. But yeah, this is just one of those classic Nas records. This is one of those, you know what I'm saying? Army green, you know what I'm saying? Army certified suit, you know what I'm saying? 40 belows all the way up, you know what I'm saying? Army hat, just, you know, queensed out record. This is just a queensed out, you know what I'm saying, record from everything on it. The way, you know, Hit Boy really tapped into, you know, that side of, he really made it sound like a LES kind of record. And I like how he did that, you know what I'm saying, detailing Nas. But, you know, it ain't really too much to put with it. It's just one of those album cuts, you know what I'm saying? It's just the, you know, glove fits Nas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, or for that, I would give it another 9.0. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. So, yeah. So let's get into this next one. It's number 5 record. What we got, bro?
Hollywood Gangster.
Let's get it.
Young New York niggas out there on that drill shit. The stars of martyrs, the path of bastard seeds, effects of absentee fathers passed on with ease. Hope the babies eat healthier, and may we get wealthy. Lick as each other counselor. Holding sticks without a hockey puck. Can't co-sign on them niggas not with a chopper. The Manhattan is 12 minutes. I put the real and real nigga, that's on my mama though.
That one, that was more or less like a shot thrown on that one. I mean, you can tell by the title.
Chopping up competition, palm vision, Bohemian Grove couldn't get Nas to visit. I seen both ends of the ladder, ain't seen no silver platter. Fiction don't even matter, we don't act for the cameras.
Guys in the rap game, you know, they want to be both. They want to be Hollywood, but you know, gangster at the same time. And he's saying that he's the opposite of, you know, being Hollywood. You know, he's still famous, but you know, he's humble.
Yeah.
You know, so I think overall I would give it probably maybe about a 7.5.
Okay. Yeah, I love this record, man. It was one of them cool out, but you know, prolific records, speaking metaphorically, you know, like bro said, you know, he really detailed about being the opposite of Hollywood gangster, you know. When you ain't Hollywood gangster, we got a saying on top, you New York fly. You know, when you New York fly, aka city fly, then, you know what I'm saying, you can still be hood or whatever, you know what I'm saying. My cousins, they always make a joke with me, you know, because whenever I go home, I get me a Metro card and I'm, you know, I'm on the Iron Horse, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind taking the subway, you know, wherever I go, it's actually refreshing for me, you know, it really brings me back down to earth. You know, that's one thing that I personally love to do. I love being on the subway, especially the 7 train. You might catch 4-hour fly on the, you know what I'm saying, Flushing Main Line or whatever, you know what I'm saying, all the way to 42nd Street, you know. Yeah, that's just one of my favorite pastimes. I love taking the train, and you know, it's just really, it's a perfect analogy to add in. Anybody that's ever taken the 7 line, you know, it starts from Flushing, but it goes through, you know, some of the hoods, and not too much, you know, where it's, you know, Queens it ain't really, you know, unless you go to the south side or, you know what I'm saying, if you in Queensbridge or Left Rack or somewhere like that, even those places, it ain't too detailed where it's just like grimy looking, like, you know, where it's dirt. You know, even a lot of those places still look, you know, like it got some wealth inside of it, and it does. But, you know what I'm saying, the 7 line goes from, you know, throughout all the hoods, and then it goes through, you know, Woodside and all of that, through LIC, Long Island City. And once you get to, you know, Long Island City, you start seeing, you know, the wealth of Queens. You start seeing the big buildings and everything. And, you know what I'm saying, right before you get to Manhattan, you go down in the tunnel. So you get like both sides of it. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that he detailed on this record is, like, you know, he could be both. Like, he can give you grimy, still got a lot of hood in him, being, you know, from the projects, but he can still give you a Hennessy commercial and be hood and be fly with it. He can still give you, you know what I'm saying, Old Navy commercial and still, you know, be fly. A lot of dudes can't do that. A lot of dudes can't do both. Like, when they try to revert back to their hood side, they start looking funny. We ain't gonna name no names with who looks funny. But, you know, Nas is one of those people that, you know, he could, you know, give you, you know, the flavor with the hood and put on a tuxedo and still, you know what I'm saying, give you that flavor. So, you know, that's what Hollywood Gangsta detailed to me. He also detailed something else where, you know, niggas, nigga think he know and nigga be lying and all of that. He detailed a line saying, you know, going to baby showers with niggas in Corona. Who y'all think he was talking about in there? We'll never know. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I really like that record. I give that record another 9.0. You know what I'm saying? Going off. So let's get into this. What we got? Number 6?
For the children.
Yeah, let's get it.
Be a special type nigga to deal with my life. Gotta be a special type nigga to feel what I write. Special like my listeners who have attachments to my old style, won't let me pass. I don't see the.
Yeah, I really like this record, man, because he detailed, you know, within the first few minutes, he detailed, you know, something. Me and bro, we gonna have a conversation about something off record later. Remind me to remind you what I'm talking about. But
realize what they got is a fresh start. That brother that you claim so powerful, the one you said he has a whole lot of pull, probably already tried to pull his brothers up and got betrayed, got snaked, got played. Meanwhile he balances challenges, hard to keep him so paid. It's so
title, man, was giving, you know, speaks for itself, giving props to the Woo.
Absolutely.
On the title, but you know, the subject matter, you know, just like the chorus was saying, you know, you gotta be a special type of person to feel what he writes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, and it just, you gotta be a certain kind of person. You know what I'm saying? To be able to relate to what he's talking about.
Yeah. Calendar.
You know, yeah. No, he was just dropping a lot of different things in that verse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And things that a lot of people will probably have a certain problem with. If the shoe fits, you know, find a matching purse, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, you can't deny, you know, some of the you know, the realism and some of the things he was saying in
Nah, you really can't.
Yeah, but yeah, I think overall, I think I would give that one. I think I would take it back to a solid 8 on that one.
Okay.
kidding me, still playing the victim, you weirding me out. That's what my perspective is, maybe cause I'm a specialist. Sick the Knicks like a beverage, 6-figure checks are big, but 8-figure checks.
He detailed, you know, something that black men got a problem with. You know, they got a problem with sharing their side of the story and not the full story. And, you know, he said, you know, within there's a brother, you know, always talking about, you know, other brothers, but what they don't tell you is, you know, the other brother was probably the one trying to pick everybody up and trying to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of those cases, you know, where black men try to make other black men look like the enemy because they didn't get what they wanted out of something. And that's corny. You know what I'm saying? That's something that black men gotta stop doing. That's corny, whether it be somebody in your family, whether it be somebody you grew up with. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing wrong with having well wishes. And, you know, if somebody did something to bother you or to hurt your feelings, get the full, you know,
perspective.
Before you start, you know, making judgments, because, you know, you don't know what could have happened. You know what I'm saying? We live in an era now where, you know, it's the pandemic, it's the COVID era. People got a lot of stuff going on. People got a lot of family where, you know, they lost family members. You know what I'm saying? People got kids. People are losing, you know, kids. You know, it's a lot of, emotional, mental things going on with people. People got a lot going on. People got a lot of bills to pay. So everybody can't jump when a person wants them to jump and do something. And that doesn't mean because, you know, a person doesn't jump, it doesn't mean that you take something personal. You know what I'm saying? So within Woo for the Children, Nas, he really detailed a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that people forget, because they take things personally. Like, you know what I'm saying? Relax. Like, everything that happens, it ain't meant to be a subliminal shot. Even on social media. Just because, you know, people are posting something within their family or pictures, or they fake or whatever, or they just posting just to show off. Maybe that person worked hard for what they showing. Maybe they just, you know, wanted to post a picture. You ever think about that? You know, people go on trips, or they just go on trips just to show off. Who said they showing off? You know what I'm saying? Maybe the fact that you mad because you can't show off, maybe that's the real part of, you know, side of the story. Maybe you jealous. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, there's a lot of that going on. So, you know, Woo for the Children really highlighted a lot of that for me. It's a dope record, you know, that people are gonna miss. This is a record that can be listened to, you know, we can jump back from this back in year, you know, 2029. You can jump back to this and, you know, you can still really learn from it even in years to come. So for that, I give it another 9.0. Straight up for me. So I'm gonna do a little, you know, Queens hospitality, being that Nas is one of, you know, is Bro's favorite artist of all time. I'll say that. Let me rewind. I'm gonna give Bro the next shot to pick the last record, because I already know which record he's gonna pick anyway.
Oh,
so, you know what I'm saying? It's on you, bro, wherever you wanna go.
We gotta go with the Wave guys, yo.
No comparison, we more solid than they are. Me and Hit Boy, they say we like the new Gangstar. Me and Flacco, they say we the new Wave guys.
Okay, God surprised me on that one.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
About the bad scruffy sparking my J. Shine my nickel plated, then I'm starting my day. My old lady called me baby, told her problems on my conscience. Here's some niggas talking nonsense, call them nasty Nostradamus. Rock the break a heart and break a pocket, taking notes like guidance counselor.
So what you got, bro?
We have to do a collaboration record. Hit Boy did his best DJ Premier type of impression on that one.
I ain't think about that. Yeah, sure did.
I seen it, because I didn't know he done that beat, you know, to be honest. And I seen the video where he was creating it. I'm like, okay, yeah, he got his little primo on or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And then, you know, I like on the chorus now, I shouted out Max B.
Absolutely.
Because the title said Wave Guys.
Absolutely.
You know, anybody knows Max B was the whole creator of the wave, you know.
Yeah.
You know, the seeing the wave or whatever. But yeah, you know, and I like how he put A$AP Rocky on it. They say big name New York artists don't ever reach back out and put, you know, do certain collaborations with the younger New York artists. So I thought that was dope. He put an A$AP on it. And we haven't heard from A$AP in a while either. So you know, I think that was dope.
Think about the bed, wrap my do-rag up. Say a prayer, I'm thanking God that Mom Dukes had us. Monotone style like Guru on Supremo cuts. In 9-8, it's movies that I make. Peruvian white flake, they taught the community at a high rate. Adversity I face, I roll my own gas to make sure that it's not late.
Haven't heard from A$AP in a while either. So you know, I think that was dope. I think overall it was just a dope collaboration record.
Absolutely.
I give it a solid 8.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think that's one of them records that can be played commercially too.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But it don't take away nothing. You know, definitely a dope record. You know, so to say. I don't think it's really a lot to put on it. Flacco did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I didn't think he wasn't. It just kind of surprised me, you know, seeing his name on it. I was like, wow, I wonder what this is gonna sound like, you know, Nas and Flacco or whatever. But yeah, he did his thing. He wasn't no takeaways whatsoever. I like the record. I give that one a 9.0. I'm surprised bro didn't go with the beat switch up though.
Oh, you talking about
Dedicated.
You talking about that? Okay. Yeah. Well, the reason why this is just one of the records that stood out to me more when I first heard it.
Yeah,
you know
absolutely.
Absolutely. That's just the, you know.
Yeah.
I just try to pick one that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, but speaking of Dedicated, that's one of my favorite records on there. I think that's one of the dopest records that I always revert back to, and I probably listen to more than any record on here. Probably I say that in Speechless.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying, the most or whatever.
I have to play a little sample.
Yeah, let's play a little sample of it.
You see the shadow of his girl dancing with the baby. Like, fuck it, it's my time, but if God save me, maybe I'll erase any vice that could potentially bring harm to me. Before I make a move, and all I pray for is health and a sustainable business and a faithful missus. I see a lot of people try to be who they ain't. We don't
let it rock, just let it rock. Just let it rock. Yeah.
His inspiration is dedicated my yo, ghetto manners, is you thugging me or accent, finessing me or pressing me when none of that is happening. Excelly pale or advancing. Ratty close, we haven't spoken years, pat his coat. Check his waistline, he's fine now, who has the most. Best to leave me alone, I get in my zone.
Yeah, we just had to play that record just, you know, on a high note or whatever, just to, you know, showcase how dope this album to me. I don't know how you feel about it, bro, but this is probably my favorite album since Illmatic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. I listened to it in all different capacities, and I felt the same way about it in the headphones, the car test, housework, you know what I'm saying? All of that. And I love it, man. I probably haven't listened to no albums this much as I listened to Magic in 21, I have to say. So yeah, I have to say this is my pick for album of the year 21.
Oh yeah?
Absolutely, with hands down. Yeah. What you say?
With me, I didn't really listen to it a whole lot. I listened to it enough.
Yeah.
I just feel like it was like a medium to get ready for King's Disease 3.
Absolutely.
You know. And you know that last record too. That was a very that's probably one of my favorites on the album. Yeah. That record, especially with it, the production. Production kind of remind me of of a neo soul, Black Thought.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, kind of tempo on that one. Then with the you know, like you always say, I love how the beat switches. So
yeah,
that was ill too. But
absolutely.
I think I would probably give that last record 8.5, and probably the whole entire project. I think I would go with maybe a solid 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole project for me is a 10, man, because it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I like the fact they didn't have no promotion for it.
Yeah.
I love that even more. And I love another factor, I don't know how long it's going to go, but I love the fact that this album don't have no videos to it as well.
Yeah, nah, I don't.
Yeah.
Nah, not to you know.
Yeah, not yet as well, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
I think, you know, like I was saying, I think this was just something that they, you know, put out there to keep, you know, the listeners watching out for the next King's Disease 3.
Absolutely.
While they work on that.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I love it, you know, so, yeah, man, I'm King's Disease 3. It might be big time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This might be the album. You know what I'm saying? We all know how Illmatic stands, but this might be the album. You know what I'm saying? Since Illmatic, we'll have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nevertheless, you rocking with the fresh. It's the KRUZE Review. I'm 4 Hour Fly.
And TP.
Yeah. Shout out Esco. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for this album, you know what I'm saying? The culture really needed it, you know what I'm saying? Queens get the money, long time no cash. We out of here.
Yeah.
At ease.